Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another AFK Arena video. So, something that is going to be mentioned quite often in every single one of these upcoming guides is at the core of everything is a Chimera, preferably a very powerful Chimera. She is one of the easier characters to get, free to play, and I imagine if you're dropping a little bit of that money, she's even easier. But she is at the core of every team. Yeah, gotta have her. MVP right there. So today we're going to be talking about the strengths and weaknesses of my favorite team that I've been using for probably ever since I've gotten Chimera. We used to go full light bearer. This team has kept me always in the top 50. More often than not, it keeps us in the top 20. And with a small use of some of our scrolls and upgrading to Mythic Plus, I think it's eventually going to be a top 15 team. Oh, we might get owned. Let's just finish it up. Nope. It would have ended in a victory. But wow, it was... watching that battle, it was looking pretty bleak. This team is amazing in Labyrinth. I've only run hard mode ever since hard mode came out, and I did have some difficult runs with the full light bearer with this team. I mean, Chimera just melts everyone. This team has had almost no difficulty in the Labyrinth. We haven't... oh yeah, we already finished it today. Sorry. Alright, so the strengths. The major strengths of this team. And just in case you need another quick look at it. The team is Chimera, Melinda. Normally Lucius is tanking up front. It's Chimera and Lucius tanking, and then also for damage we have Melinda and Fox, and normally Rowan's in the center. You want Rowan in the center because the table that he passes out potions that heal your team will get a radius of the full team. So the main strengths of this team are, we have 2 healers, which are very awesome to have. Might as well do a little more PvP while we're waiting. We'll do it at 1 time speed. I don't want to just stare at one screen while I talk about this. Let's see. We'll try an opponent that could beat us. We'll throw our damage on their Chimera. Very, very even. So the main strengths is we have 2 healers, which are Lucius and Rowan. Rowan's healing, those potions have a 5-second cooldown, and they eventually go up to 40% health, and they are automatically triggered. They do not matter if Rowan is injured or anything like that. Even if Rowan is dead, the potions are still able to be used. The only thing is they will not be refilled, which, that part is unfortunate. Two of the highest damage dealing characters in the game, especially for team battles, not necessarily for Riz. Melinda is not the best for Riz, but in terms of battling other teams, Melinda is awesome. She can hit 3 or more targets with a well cast, and of course Chimera hits everybody, so that is such an important strength. As far as our front line goes, ooh, that's an interesting one right there. So we would go up top. So for the front line, we have two of the best tanks in the game. Oddly enough, Chimera. Some people believe that she is the best tank in the game. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think she is extremely solid. Lucius, who could possibly be the best tank in the game now. So we have two of the best. I mean, Brutus is definitely in that category as well. But hands down, we have two of the top tanks. With this team, we have the second best faction bonus, which is 15% attack, 20% health. And we have a good amount of crowd control. For those who don't know what crowd control is, or CC, that is your ability to make it so the enemy can do absolutely nothing. You are in control of their characters. Ooh, look at her ult. Wow, that Chimera ult was owning us. So we don't have the most CC, but we have Fox, who makes a battle 4 versus 5 for about 7 to 9 seconds. Once again, we want to throw our DPS on the enemy Chimera. Then we also have our Chimera, who can silence an enemy for several seconds. It doesn't specify the exact amount, but they cannot cast any spells while that's going on. We have a lot of debuffs. Rowan can lower the hit rate and also drain energy of enemies. If he gets his ultimate off, any enemy that is close, he will stun for about 4 seconds. And I mean, that ult is amazing. It does a lot for you. It increases your attack power, while it increases your energy. So I mean, a lot of good stuff going there. And the last strength is just, we have a good amount of buffs. Lucius, when he heals somebody, it's a defensive buff. Melinda increases attack and crit by 20% of your 2 top damage characters. Uh-oh. We would have to get into these. Well, we could get into a few of these. Just don't want it to be boring. This is... They don't have any bonuses. So there's a lot going on there. Now, as far as the weaknesses go, there are a good amount of those weaknesses as well on the team. And I'm going to talk to you in the end of the video about one item that can completely change those weaknesses. I honestly couldn't believe it when I saw it. I can't wait to try it out. But yeah, mine was blown. Alright, so way too much of our team, and a lot of teams, is going to be Chimera. Wow, look at their Chimera. See, that Lucius buff, though, it's become a contender. I mean, took that damage pretty well. Looks like it may end up being a Chimera versus Chimera. If our Chimera dies, that's pretty much it. We have Melinda as backup, but there's a good chance she's not going to be able to get the job done. So much depends on our Chimera. Not only is she our main tank, she is also our main DPS. So that is probably one of our greatest weaknesses. That's why she needs to be so much stronger than the rest of the team. Let's see. I want to put them both on their DPS. Our team has far less CC than a Wilder team, which in turn makes us very susceptible to a heavy CC team. We can get locked up. And in the future, if we're able to get Lucius's ultimate filled up faster, that will protect us from a lot of that CC. But that is a major weakness for us. Our Rowan. Rowan may be... Okay, this could be a challenging. This could be a very challenging one. By far, our greatest weakness on the team right now is Rowan. Our Rowan is Elite Plus, and there are certain times where he's going to be able to get one-shotted with where we're at. On the campaign, we're fighting teams that are from 1.6 to 1.8 times our power, and right now we're having teams with just a lot of CC. A lot of very strong wilders in the campaign right now. Hoping that changes, because that CC is, yeah, not having the most fun being stuck all the time. So that's the main weaknesses that we have. Just CC and depending too much on Chimera. Which I think a lot of people do, though. I promise you, having her is so much better than not having her. Yeah, it will change the game for you. I do think one day they may nerf her, though. I just have a feeling someday you can't be the best in everything. You can't be the best at healing, self-healing, damage, tanking, have some CC on top of that. And a part of me hopes that they don't, because I imagine it's going to happen right when I get her to 5 stars. But as I was saying, now the item that will change all of this, that will make our team just monstrous. I need to find that player. And I would like to shout out, thank you, Pure of Dex, for having this Rowan on your team so I could use him as an example. I really appreciate that. Here it is, right here. The Gold Chime. After entering the battle, Rowan will set up a stall that now includes an energy potion. When an ally's energy is above 600 points, they will drink a potion. Now, does it say what the time is? Replenishing 60 energy, so not too impressive initially. I'm not sure what the cooldown is on that. Is it also 5 seconds? That's something that we will not find out for a while. Like I said, my Rowan is only Elite Plus, so we have quite a ways to go for this tab. But eventually, the moment one of your heroes gets to 600, just over half of their energy, eventually he will be able to make their ultimate immediate. That is going to be priceless for our Lucius, for countering crowd control teams, and for getting our Chimera to do our ultimate sooner. Well, that pretty much does it for the video. A lot of people have been asking me 2 questions. Number one, I am sorry. The Smash Fam can only hold so many players. I wish we could. I hope one day we can have over 100. You know, that would be a dream come true. But at this point, there are far more people messaging me to get in than are capable of getting into the guild. So all I can say is in 4 days we will level up, and the reset time is normally about 7 p.m. I'm sorry, it's not about. It is 7 p.m. Central. And I'm just going to add whoever is the first to apply. There is no level requirement except level 10. All I care about, all anyone in the guild cares about, is if you're adding to the experience every day so we can get Soren as quickly as possible. Second question, when are we going to summon again? Well, about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting to build up our scroll stack quite a bit. And I can promise you, before this event is over, for this one, the Tavern Bargains is over, we will have the largest summon session we have ever had on this channel. By far, the largest summon session. And forgive me if I add all the friendship summons to the count, because I think it deserves it. You know, close to 200 friendship summons, I think it should be part of the count of a summon video. I don't know. I may have a bias because, you know, they're my friendship summons. but I'm actually really excited about having this many hearts, and we'll have close to 200 at that time. Why, thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please smash that like button. The next 2 videos coming up are going to be in-depth guides. I've been taking a lot of notes, and I hope those will be helpful as well. Y'all have a good night.